Random live. I got out of it's now early October, not feeling too bad. I'm back at Reigate for some fresh air, and it's nice that autumn's finally, so we're just gonna have a bit of a walk around. I've got some new shoes and socks. They weren't cheap. I mean, the shoes weren't too bad, the socks weren't particularly cheap. There was only one pair and they were about 20 quid, but there should be good quality. Anyway, I got some new socks and new shoes, and yeah, we're basically going to have a walk about Reigate Heath. We're not in the city or the town, which means the internet coverage should be excellent. Oh, all good at least. But yeah, we'll swing it round and then we'll start having a walk around. We'll eventually try and get to the windmill and then the skim. Hermine! Ah, would you believe it? Got some nice pine trees over there. Yeah, I'm at Reigate Heath, not far from the golf course, and there's some nice pine trees over there. Oh yeah, you're very lucky, you're very lucky. Yeah. There's a bit of a tree leaning over there, so we're going to keep going this direction and turn left. There's quite a few young birch trees around, a lot of bracken. I've got some new shoes. There's a big birch tree there. Another pine, and we've got mountain ash or rowan. Nice young. Yeah. Know if we'll find any sweet chestnuts. It'd be nice if there was a sweet chestnut around. Pick up a few chestnuts for eating basically, but here's one of the bigger paths, and this will go towards the pines. Of course, I need to try and keep it a bit more stable. I'm not feeling too bad at the moment, but I got the train down basically. It's actually taken me away from, that's in the background, you can see a bit of green, that's Flanchford Road, and that's a road you go up in the car on the way to the Skimmerton Castle pub. It's all very sandy and shingly here, but you've also got little chips of iron rich stone, very heavy iron rich stone that's been broken up, and I do wonder where they come from, you know. I've seen a bunny, I've already seen a bunny, which was good. Nice to see a wild bunny. Here's another path here. I can't really zoom out, but I'm just taking my time. Yeah. Oh, chestnuts, sweet chestnuts, yeah. I mean, I like them, but the season, the weather, the climate needs to be just right to fill them up. Sometimes you don't really get the right seasonal climate to plump them up nice. I like them. Cooking them is a bit of a pain. You don't really always know the best way to cook them, whether it's roast them or boil them up. I prefer to roast them. Look at this lichen that's fallen out of the trees. This lichen or lichen, mossy stuff. I'm sure people have even made stuff like this into dye or an earthy tea or something like that. Very nice, just indicator of the cleaner air in this region. Of course, it took about 20 minutes or something to get here on the train, and it's attached to all these twigs. There's quite a lot of it on the floor. I also picked up some yarrow, some Achillea family species, some yarrow, and that's supposed to be good as well. I often put that in herbal tea. But you can see all these acorns, got lots of acorns about. I don't know what the picture quality is. I'm assuming it's pretty good. You see all the acorns, oak trees. And again, we've got more of this lichen on the floor, lichen. Lots of it, big lumps of it. Bit of a clearing here. Lots of bracken, there's holly as well. Somebody's dog over there. And there. Whoosh! There goes Uwapi. We've got some dog walkers in the area. Look like a Jack Russell. Slow down a bit, try and keep this a bit more stable. But it's nice that the fall is here, autumn. Pretty much everybody's favourite time of year. And here's the main path basically. Now this, after rain, was where I was picking up all these iron-rich rocks. Now in this part of the south of England, they would pick up these iron-rich heavy rock pieces, chips, and when they built their wall, they put the mortar in, and then they'd put these iron-rich chips of stone into the mortar, and they called it galleting. See, there's a piece of it there, little brown iron rich piece of stone. They call it galleting. We're on the edge of the golf course now, so we've got a lot of secondary woodland here with oak trees, birch, pine. It's quite a mix actually, and mountain ash, sorbus. There's actually a sweet chestnut here, but it's a smaller one. I don't think it's quite big enough to have any fruit on it. There's a few on the top. There's a few on the top, but it's still a small tree. But that is a sweet chestnut. Hello! Ah, Mirage. Been quite a while since I've seen you. Quite a while, yeah, not too bad today. Oh, feeling pretty good. Just decided to go for a walk at Reigate Heath with someone else's little dog there. Yeah. Someone else's little dog now. Jingle bells, jingle bells. It's their dog as well. I can hear them calling it. And yeah, there's probably golfers about. It's quite dry, thankfully. Yeah, not doing too bad. I've been up and down. I've had some reoccurring acid reflux. It's been a bit of a task to keep it at bay basically, but I've been using the Keston spring water. I'm gonna have to get some additional omeprazole anyway, because it is helping, but it's just the tap water is just diabolical. It's horrible. It's not good at all. But yeah, today I'm feeling pretty good, but it's only because I've managed to get the acid stabilised and I'm not getting all that horrible shit in my sinuses, because it gets into my sinuses and it makes me feel really bad. But I'm feeling pretty good. But fall autumn is settling in. Yeah, I know, I've heard about that. You're better off sleeping on the left side. But it's weird, because even though that's the best thing to do, I don't feel as comfortable on the left side. I don't know why, mentally. Maybe it's just that I'd always slept on the right hand side for the majority of my life, and then because you look at yourself where this position in the stomach is, it's probably better to sleep on the left side, because on the right is a chance acid empties into, you know, swap around again. Nice pines here. Look at that. Some lovely young pines here. 1, 2, 3, one at the back there, 4, 5, 2 bigger ones here. So the climate's pretty good. There's a cyclist on the right just having a chill. But that's a lovely, lovely view. And the bracken starting to die down a bit. You can see some bigger trees in the back, and just in the distance is the windmill. I'm going to stick to the right, because it will take us more through the edge of the woods. Lovely sandy paths here with flint, mixed with all kinds really, sand, flint, ironstone. Lovely pines. That reminds me, I've got to go to Harrington Road tram stop early in the morning and dig up that pine tree that's in the tracks. There's another pine tree in between the sleepers on Tramlink. Here we go, look at all this. It's faded, but look at all this heather. This is the Reigate Heath part of Reigate, but we're actually on the golf course. They're a bit faded now, they're over, but this is all the heather. There's quite a bit of it around. So I'm basically doing a more thorough live video now that I'm here. Yeah, it won't be that time in the morning. Already dug one up at Arena tram stop, but I saw one at Harrington Road as well. Where it came from, I don't know. I think the seed got stuck to one of the trams, went up the hill and then fell off. We do have moles around here as well. Obviously we've got yeah and we've got the rabbits. I saw one earlier and it's quite comfortable. We're now at the golf course. One of my happy escape places, basically. There's a lot of pines over there. A lot of pines. I'm not really limited to how long I do the video, to be honest. It's the connection. It did drop out once, very briefly. But it's basically where we came from. But we'll try and get a bit closer to the pines. Something moving in there. Somewhere. Heard it. But this heather would have been really nice when it was fresh and in bloom. But as you can see here, we've got a lot of pine trees, and then to the left it all goes back into oak and mixed woodland. Look at that. Very nice. think we'll start making our way to the windmill. We'll go around the edge of the woods and then we'll walk up to the windmill. See if we can catch some golfers in action. No, just three more old gents and a poodle at the moment. We'll go down this one. We'll go down here. Yeah, no, I saw a rabbit just before I walked into the woods, right at the beginning, but I didn't record it or get a picture. And I got pretty close to it as well. I was pretty slow and polite and didn't really disappear until the last minute. Looked pretty healthy. Might be a crow. Doesn't quite look like a jackdaw. I can hear a pied wagtail in the sky. So we're going back into the edge of the woods. So we've actually walked across one of the fairways. There's actually a golf ball here. There you go, look, they're over there. And I think I found one of them's golf ball. There's his golf ball. So I better move out of the way before they start hitting him again. But then again, he could still hit me. So I found one of their balls at least. And I saw them in the distance. It's quite comfortable today. It's not cold, I'm not sweating a massive amount. Low flying golf balls, yeah. Brown jackdaw, yeah. I'm hearing birds in the background. Just had a pied wagtail go over on the herd jackdaws, and that was a crow on the floor. Oh, welcome, DJs on the move, having some fresh air. Decided to do a live video on Reigate Heath, a full length live video while I have a walk around. You can see that when it rains heavily, it washes out. A lot of the paths are exactly the same. They tend to wash out. There's a piece of that iron rich stone there that they use galloting. There goes your doggy woggy, Jack Russell. He's off. Look, he's gone. More pines from the top of the hill making their way all the way down. Well, not all the way down, but hit to here at least. Oh, hole in the ground. And now we're slowly making our way to the windmill. I can see some golf equipment. I think they're waiting for me to get out of the way, to be honest. Did he just hit it then? He shouted something. Meow. Yeah. They are clumping them, but... Or maybe they're just waiting for everyone to get out of the way, I don't know. He's about to tee off now. Tony Patience, he plays golf and fishing. The one that done the work in the greenhouse, Andy done the fence with his friend. I saw him and his friend last night. We went to a jam at Biggin Hill. We went to the Black Horse at Biggin Hill. Oh. Yeah, it was a pretty good jam last night, some good music. Jack Russell's still about. Yeah. I don't think I'm on the right path. It's because I avoided them golfers.
Out of the way, Bertie.
Alright. Oh. Oh.
That sounds bad.
Huh? I don't know what that was about. Couple more dogs. It's a bit wobbly. I don't know what he was talking about. Yeah, don't often come down this section, to be honest. Look at that green there, look. Reigate Heath golf course. Some pretty good grass there. And the traps, sand traps. Lots of dog walkers. I can't zoom in, sadly. There's a nice cottage in the background. You can just see it in the, well, you might not be able to see it, but there's a couple of nice cottages in the background there. Maybe I'll try and get a bit closer to them. Oh. Another golf ball has just left. Someone's teed off. There's another tree here. Lots of mistletoe in it. Look at all that mistletoe. Some mountain ash. There was another one further up. There's a couple that both got mistletoe in. One of them died though. More heather. There's a lot more heather around here. A little bit of gorse mixed in. I think what we'll do, we'll try and get a bit closer to them two cottages, and then we'll go back for the windmill. All jays. Yeah, all jays. You must have a lot of oak trees. Apparently jays actually like oak trees, but then again blue tits do as well. Look at this expensive green area, but it's actually quite uneven. There's a nice house here with yellow paint frontage. See if we can get a bit closer to it. And there's something laying on the ground over there. On the surface, I'm thinking it might have been put there for snakes, smooth snakes or grass snakes or slow worms. Well, there's the windmill anyway, and the clubhouse, the golf clubhouse, and we've got the windmill in the middle there. Dog barking away. Oh. $200. Well, the hole is down there. I can see the yellow flag, and I'll look back. Doesn't seem to be anyone teeing off just yet. No, he's just arrived. His one just arrived. So I better make it sharpish. We've got someone about to tee off. See if we can get to this yellow house. But I've also got to get out of the way at the same time, because there might be a ball flying in a minute. Yeah. See how long we go. I mean, we're only up to 26 minutes now. But if I can take these two houses in and then go back to the windmill, and then we'll go to the pub afterwards. Look at this house, the colour of that. Mustard yellow. Slate roof. Couple of lovely brick chimneys. And wisteria over the door. Very nice. Pines in the front, but the pines have actually been clipped. That's a nice looking house, that. Very nice. Very nice. Says Ivy Cottage. I don't know exactly where the ivy is. Look at these pines. They've literally, or maybe they're supposed to be that size. They may not have reduced them. They might just be that size. But it's a nice looking house, that. Very nice indeed. Picket fence. We've got this path down here. I've been down it before. Something on the left. I can hear something on the left. Look at this. Metal gates. They've literally cut the ivy shape out of it. There's a couple more houses at the back. One of them's actually thatched. I don't know if I can get anywhere near it though. Looks like a field of corn over there. I'll just go down here and then go back again, I think. But it's lovely. Oh, I don't feel too bad today. I'm surprised at that field of corn over there. I wonder if it's any good, that stuff. I think we've got robins around as well. I can hear the robins too. But it might just be a path to nowhere. I can't quite remember. No, there's the corn. Sweet corn. I don't know if I'll get right next to it though. That was a surprise. Wonder if that stuff's actually edible. There's quite a lot of it as well. Late in the year for corn. Yeah. I don't know, I mean this is UK, but I'm not really familiar with them growing sweet corn commercially, so maybe they're using it for animal feed, I don't know. But I did manage to get to it. But I have walked down this path a previous time, and I found some interesting stuff. Some old barns. I found a really nice old barn. But I had ingress open at the same time, so I was literally following the portals and the paths marked on the map on ingress. Yeah, I look at all this corn here. Didn't expect to see all that today. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was sort of edible. We used to eat it. I mean, it's nothing like what you get in the shops, but it was organic. Oh, just a arable field on the right here. probably did have horses on it at some point. But I don't think there's really much more to see down here. This cornfield's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's all the way over here as well. What is that brown thing over there? Must be imagining it. Saying to myself, is that a bull? It can't be. A bull in a cornfield. I doubt it somehow. I'm sure there is a river down here at some point. Eventually I'll come down to some kind of small stream or river. No, it's just a lump of metal. Lump of rusty metal. There's a couple of purpose-made wooden shelters here. Probably for individual horses. And that was actually what looks like a plough on the left there. Looks like a plough. In the middle, can't really see it, but it's actually a plough blade of some description. So we're not necessarily on Reigate Heath now. What I'm going to do, I'll walk down the bottom and then I'll go back again. See if we can get a close-up of this corn, because it is sort of accessible. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They look pretty plump. There's a lot here. Growing it for feeding animals, and there's some kind of plough attachment there. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste really, and it's sad to be honest. But we managed to get slightly closer up to the corn. I mean, I went for a time when I was a child where I didn't like corn, sweet corn, then I loved it. And then later in life I found out you can't even digest the shit anyway. Because you eat sweet corn and it just comes out the other end like you've never even touched it. So now I'm thinking, why do I bother trying to eat it? There's some spruces there, like Christmas tree spruces, literally lost amongst a load of other stuff. So there's actually some spruce trees there. Yeah, it's a shelter. There's two of them. You can't see the other one now because it's behind that one, but probably for a horse or a cow or something, I don't know. I think there's a river here or stream. Nah, can't digest sweet corn. I remember years ago the Chinese takeout or Chinese takeaway used to get the crab and sweet corn soup, and it's quite glutinous, but it probably wasn't even real crab to be honest. I think it's that monkfish stuff, fake crab that you got in the 80s. But I used to like the crab and sweet corn soup, even though it wasn't real crab, but again, sweet corn. Starting to smell a bit sour here. There's some muddy patches, rotten muddy patches. Triple SI. Site of scientific interest, special scientific interest. Footpath, you are here, Triple SI, common land. So that was actually common land. Or Shag Brook, would you believe it? Look at that. It's called the Shag Brook. The area is called Shag. But you can see the discoloration in it. The orange and the brown, basically caused by the effluent from the horses and possibly cows. It might be slurry, I don't know, and it's tipping out of a pipe here. Doesn't smell none too good, to be honest. Further up it's alright, but this is coming off of fields, obviously, so it's contaminated, coming from farms and stuff. But that might join up with the mole. I think it's the river mole, I'm not sure around here. But now we're just going to go back, and then go for the windmill. I need to quickly, yeah, not great, is it? Oh, pop my ears, because my ears are a bit, oh, that's better. And now we're just going to go back again, and we'll get a close-up of the windmill. I still don't really have that much energy in the legs today, or the back, but I feel all right. Oh, but yeah, not really. Could be iron. There might be iron there, but I doubt it. I should imagine it's slurry or something. Oh, I'm feeling all right, but no, not really got the energy. I had a Lucasade earlier today. I got into Reigate town and had a coffee, but it still doesn't seem to have done much, to be honest. I couldn't, no, iron, no, I could smell something. It wasn't particularly nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, some old oak trees here. They're in a line, so this is actually a boundary of some sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably at least 200 years old. I see the white dead nettles have come back for a second flush late in the season in the autumn. I did notice that we had some white dead nettle at the old flat garden. Bees, or any bees around that I can see, it's too late. But some plants are getting an autumn second flush of greenery. And the white dead nettles are one of them by the look of it. I haven't seen any pheasants yet. Oh, just seen a wren disappear into the fence and the bracken. Very small, fleeting. I thought there's something stuck in the middle of the path then, but it's not. It's just some bracken upturned. Again. Ah, that's a nice colour. Now what that is, yeah, I normally get the original one. Problem of accessory flame and all that stuff. Now it still tastes like it did, but it's got all that fake shit in it now. Back in the years previous, 60s and 70s, you'd literally buy it. But this is a spindy. It's been here for a very long time. You're dead, suck it out. There's enough, really. Big clump of it. Sucking the the statue in quite a lot of spindle here. We're going to keep going now. There's some old oak trees here. These look a bit older still. These could be over 200 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Long-tailed tits in the trees. Oh, what's that over there? Some kind of, I wonder if it's one of them shepherd's movable hides. There's a strange contraption over there. Is it? It could even be a railway wagon. I can't even get near it, even if I wanted to. There's something hidden over there. Hang on, is that a path? No, can't get near it. There was something interesting over there, but I couldn't really get anywhere near it. Wonder if it was like a railway wagon. There's actually someone over there. There's 2 people. So I think it's something to do with the golf. It might be. Weird. Is it still the golf course? Yeah, it is. It's still the golf course. I didn't realise that. It's actually still the golf course. Bang. It's up here and on the right. Oh, where's my energy? Cyclamen hederifolium. Just found some cyclamen. The pink one, not the white one, it's the pink one, cyclamen. That flowers this time of year. There's some here as well. There'll be a lot more of that later. It is actually part of the golf course still. That's actually the tee. I don't know what he's doing, but I could actually walk up to that, you know. Where is it? Where is it? It went past 150. Sorry about the contrast. I had a bit too much contrast then. We've got someone teeing off. There it is. I think he's just practicing. Is it a practice range? I'm trying to open his flag up. Reigate Heath Golf Course, founded 1895. He's hitting multiple balls, so this is a practice range. I didn't expect that. It's actually a practice range. Let's take a look at this White House. I've not had a good look at this. This is thatched, this one. There's no chance of me getting clobbered by a ball because he's hitting straight. Let's check out this nice big house over here. It's had modifications. A magpie lifting off. We're not, oh shit. That's well off. That ball is well off. There's the other side of the cornfield. This is the back of it. I don't know, I might try and find... Can I find the main road from here? I can see it, but can I get anywhere near it? This is that white house. But now the hedges are beginning to loom. Yeah, so this is the end of a driveway, basically. It's not as old as I thought it was. It's a nice big building. It's thatched, but it still looks too modern. That's a modern house with old looks. Looking at that chimney, it could even be 1960s. And it's normal bricks painted white. So that could actually, even though it looks old, it could be as recent as the 1960s. Look at that. Them stripes. Lovely, lovely stuff. Barren, deaf wasteland though. But it's interesting to see the big stripes. And it rises up and then it drops again. Nice big oak trees. Right, we're going to try and get through over this fence and try and rejoin the main road, I think. Because this will eventually lead out to the main road. Oh, lovely stuff, barbed wire. Oh. 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 Oh, almost had me, but not quite. Oh dear, hang on a minute. I've got to grab my bag. And that's already got a big hole in it. Finally, oh, we're over. Oh. See, the box balls haven't quite suffered the moth infestation yet. We've had this thing in the last 10 years where we've had an infestation of introduced moth species. But the ones around here have managed to get away with that. There's another building over there that I've not seen before. Completely different angle, so look at that. There's some lovely sights around here. Very nice. None left here. Yeah, the box moth. Yeah, very sad. Yeah. But the thing is, the less box plants there are, any that do survive, well, there's going to be less moths. And it will just stabilise. If there's less plants, less moths and caterpillars to attack them, it should stabilise. Now that we've got bare dirt, I'm actually looking to see if there's anything interesting, because you know what I'm like for bottles. All stuff sticking out. Yeah, the box. I had some lovely box battlements, like castle battlements, on my allotment, and I lost them about 6 years ago. Very sad, because it looked really nice. I clipped it nice and they looked really good, but they didn't last, I'm afraid. Hopefully, oh, that's the main road. We found the main road. So we've sort of avoided the windmill. I mean, you did see the windmill briefly. So now we're just going to walk to the pub, to the Skimmington Castle. This stuff is a relative of the buttercup. I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can see the tiny yellow flower there, but it's actually relative of the buttercup. And the yellow juice is actually good for irritations and skin irritations. And I actually tried some of that earlier this year. I had a certain complaint somewhere, and it appears to have cured it, which is interesting. I don't seem to have so much irritation. There's a bit of mush there, but yeah, that plant is supposed to be good for curing irritations, and it did work on me, which was nice. Now I don't know exactly how far I've got to walk, because I did go off track a little bit. Sandy Lane. Oh, but now we're just gonna go straight for the Skimmington Castle. There's the windmill and the clubhouse in the distance. I can't zoom in, sadly. There's a surveyor's mark there. And that surveyor's mark. That's a good spot, that. Surveyor mark. Oh, I'll stand here briefly, because you'll get a good view from this spot. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, trigonometry, yeah. There's something at the back of the windmill as well, an MOD thing like that. Because of course I had my Guardian on ingress here for well over 1,000 days. There's something like a trigonometry bollard thing, MOD one. And of course I had the keys to portals on the way down here, and then the trolls. Literally, I knew they were coming here because I put it up on YouTube. I don't give a fuck, because I got over 1,000 days, but Kevin Trolls and Terry Trolls came down here and smashed my Guardian on ingress. And he made an excuse. They were looking for some kind of MOD marker, of which there was, but they needed an excuse, so they had to do their research. Probably there may have been it never got subbed as a portal. Anyway, you can see the windmill over there. And them hills over the back there, they're all chalk. Difference in geology, them hills are the South Downs. Or is it the North Downs? No, I think they're the southernmost part of the North Downs. Yeah. First trig point in the UK. So that's all chalk. I don't know if it's middle chalk or lower chalk. See a couple of golfers there. It's a good views around here. Or as they'd say in Devon or Cornwall, probably Devon, you get a good view from up here, see. Or the old signalman at Meldon Junction in the signal box near the quarry, and his phone went off in the signal box, and he was an aging old signalman, probably in his 60s or 70s, and the phone went off, and it went off, and he answered it and there was no one there, and he said, they ring you and then they don't want you. It's actually a bit nervous on this corner. Or how about the Devonshire Football Club? There's another golf ball there. I might actually grab this one for Tony P. Seeing as it's not actually on the golf course, because my friend Tony, he likes a bit of golf. It's a practice ball. What have we got? There's two. I don't know what that says. Vice. Practice balls. There's another funky mushroom there, and I've already lost the other one. Get a nice golf ball for Tony P. That's only a practice ball though. As I was saying, the football match in Devon, probably Plymouth Argyle in the 50s, and somebody scored a goal, header going in, and you got a certain dialect in Devon. Lots of cars. Maybe too many cars. I'll get to the point in a minute. And he scored the goal, and the man in the crowd next to Rex, when he was young, he said, Eaton Keaton, just by outside of his aid, is akin with his vit, can he? And it basically meant he can kick just as hard with his head than he can with his feet. Right, now we're off the road. We're crossing another fairway on the golf course, and we're on the way to the pub now, the Skimmington Castle, one of my happy places. We'll show you that big clump of cyclamen on the right here. Lots of them. There's lots of them. I'm surprised this brown paper bag hasn't exploded on me. If it was raining, it would have by now. Oh. Lots of birch trees around here, and there's a few oak and sycamore. Come on, where is this clump of cyclamen? Here we are. Nice pink clump on the right. Ah, there we go. Doesn't can see the pink flowers, but I think there's a lot of young plants here. Or some blind ones. Maybe they've not quite had the climate they need this year to shock them into flower, or helping them flower normally, but you can see all the cyclamen around. There's quite a few. Maybe you have good years and bad years, and this is not necessarily a good year. You can see this horrible shit as well. It's everywhere now. You see this horrible green alkanet, and I'm sure this was hydro seeded in the 90s over London or around London to basically fuck up everyone's gardens. Hydro seeded is basically a way of saying they dropped a load of seeds from the air onto urban areas to mess things up. Cyclamen. But yeah, if you have any of that green alkanet, it has flowers like forget-me-nots. Get rid of it immediately. It's not good. There's some mush here. A nice big clump of mush. Take a look at this mush. Look at that. A nice big mush. We're actually at an hour 2 minutes. So it's well worth doing this. I don't know about the picture, but it just shows you, doesn't it? If you're out in the middle of the country, you've got a brilliant clear picture. You've got all the coverage you need, the data coverage, and yet in the city, in the town, you've got virtually no coverage, cellular, and you nothing but black spots. Some other nice houses around here, probably 1900s, or that one's modern. That's more like 1910, 1920. The Flint one wasn't. We're not far away from pub now. We're almost at pub now. I have to say, one of the nicest pub in the south. Hidden gem. I did actually find an 1880s bottle off the path here on the left last year. There's horse chestnuts all over the floor. Lots of holly, and it did get broken, that bottle, sadly. Not to say there's not more bottles at the bottom of this path slope, there probably is, but it would be very hard to find them, and they're probably the other side of that fence. You've got a fence here, and they're likely had a bit of a dip out then, these pine logs. There was a parrot or an owl there. I remember now, I think it was a parrot. There's actually a torii gate here, Japanese style torii gate. You'd never believe it. We've actually tried to submit it on Ingress. I think even Random Exploit tried too. There's actually a Japanese torii gate here. Can we see it? Oh, it's going to be tricky. Oh dear. Oh no, not really. That's a shame. There's a Japanese style torii gate. You can just see one side of it. Oh my god. There you go, look. There's a torii gate there. Japanese. Whew. Almost at pub now. Oh, I'm normally here on a Thursday, not a Wednesday. Got to pop my ears again. Hang on. Oh. Okay, see you, Mirage. I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming, joining me. I'm almost there now. I'm almost at pub. almost. I'll see what they've got on the menu. I might just get a starter that I feel is filling enough. See you, Mirage. And you take a look at this gem. Oh, I think this needs cutting back a little bit. Almost there. There we are. Oh, it's only a small building. It's had a lot of modification though. Oh, finally here. Oh dear. Oh, and this is the hill you've literally got to get up to reach this place. This is sometimes I come up that way, not every time though. And here we are, the Skimmington Castle, Reigate Heath, and it looks like it's not open. If it isn't, I'll just have to go to the Black Horse, but it looks like it might not actually be open. That's a shame. Well, we've reached the objective, even if we can't go in. There's a red note on the door. Anyway, thanks for joining, and I'll catch on the next video. Probably going to be yeah, it might be closed, or it's not open just yet. We'll have to see. I might have to just go to the Black Horse, back where I came from. But I've got normal videos to go up. I wish I could make enough room on my phone and be back late at night at the right time to do legacy videos, because I did say I've got legacy videos to go up of stuff that's on my computer, various different subjects, which would be quite interesting for the channel, but I don't have the room on the phone, and I'm still doing videos, which is a bit sad. And this was a live, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to end it here. Thanks for joining. Give us a thumb up if you like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks Hermine for sticking around again, as always. Oh dear. Oh, and I'll catch you soon.